What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about my journey back to self-love, from being in a very negative mindset last year to being in a positive one and just full of light, and definitely not in the dark place that I was last year. So let me just take you back, just kind of like how I got there and how I came out of it. And that's the main thing. I'm going to share the 5 things that I did to get back to self-love and accept my body for the way that it was, its current state, with the weight gain. I'm going to talk to you all about that, so keep on watching. So you guys know that I have been pretty much on this journey of getting fit, of losing weight, of gaining weight. I've shared a lot with you guys, and over the last 5 years, so I started 5 years like working out consistently, and I became a health coach, and I help women online lose weight because I was able to lose weight and get in amazing shape. And then about 2 years ago, something kind of shifted. I started doing intermittent fasting, and I shared that on here with you guys. Then a new program came out, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna commit to this like 100%. I'm gonna, like, no cheats, no treats, even though I had never done that. I always practiced like a balanced lifestyle. And then that happened, like the no cheats, no treats, and then I wasn't able to stick to that, of course, because that's not real life. And then I decided, okay, I'm gonna try something different, a little more flexible, and I talked to you guys about that too. And it definitely worked to help change my mindset, but I don't know, I just couldn't like really get into it. And then the intermittent fasting, I really feel, and I spoke to you guys about this, like it just started like, it started messing with my mind. Like I would be hungry, but I'm like, no, I'm fasting. And so listening and following all these like diet rules and like different stuff, it just kind of messed me up, because what started happening is I was hesitating, I was like second guessing myself, I was getting stressed out, I was like, am I on the wagon, am I off the wagon, am I on track? I would go to a restaurant and be like, what do I eat? Do I stay on track? Do I not? And it was constant, you guys. I thought about my weight and about, being on and off the track, and and weight gain and all that, like all the time. It consumed my thoughts. I was always thinking about food, what my next meal was going to be, and it kind of became a little like just unhealthy and obsessive for me. And the reason why I was so sad about this, how I got here, was because it never was like that. I've had such a healthy approach to nutrition, to this lifestyle, to fitness, and like it never felt unhealthy. It never felt unbalanced. I still had family pizza night with my family, pizza night with the family. I always would have, like, if I really wanted something, I would have it, like treats. The weekends were full of, like, if I went to a party, I would eat it. The problem, though, what happened was that instead of maybe maintaining or losing the weight that I would, normally I would like put on 5 pounds and then lose it. This time I just wasn't losing any weight. In fact, I was gaining weight. So the holidays came around, and I always gain, just like everyone else, because I'm normal and I'm human and I love to party and eat all the holiday food. So I'll gain about 7, 8, 10 pounds, full of fluff, like my pictures always reflected. And for the last 5 years since I started this, I always end the year heavier. But I'm able to lose it. Well, last year I couldn't lose it, and I didn't lose it. And the weight and the scale was just going up, up, and up. And I just started feeling like I was out of control. And, like I said, constantly obsessing over this, thinking about it. And I just couldn't go on like that, guys. I would see pictures of myself and I would cry, and I would just lament over who I was. I would look at old pictures of me from 2018 and be like, oh my gosh, look at my abs, look at my stomach. I would take pictures with other people, and I felt like I looked the heaviest out of everyone, yet I'm working out and eating good every day. So here's the thing. What I was currently doing to always, like, my lifestyle did not change. I was still working out. I bought the same groceries. Our lifestyle has completely transformed in our home. I don't buy junk, of course, sporadically, but we are not, like, we eat good. I am proud of the lifestyle changes that I've made. And so, but for whatever reason, my body is just not responding anymore. And I've gained weight, and I have a new set point. And so I had to do something, guys, because I wasn't happy. And I was just thinking about this all the time. So here's what I did. And this is where it starts, 5 minutes later, but hopefully you could appreciate that backstory, because I needed to come to a place of self-love and acceptance. I needed to be happy now and not wait for the day that I lose some weight to be happy, because I knew in my heart of hearts that the weight and the scale, like, that's not where I find my happiness. I knew that, but I was letting it like kind of like dictate my happiness. So here's what I had to do. Number one is I had to stop weighing myself. I was weighing myself daily, and I just had to stop, because it would, if I was like eating clean for 3 days, and you girls know the feeling, and then I got on and I was like, what? I gained a pound? Like, what the heck? And you're constantly looking, and you want, you lose weight, gain it back, and it's just such a so I was like, I cannot weigh myself. The scale was driving me crazy. So I stopped weighing myself. Second thing I did was I just started, I was just like, I'm gonna just work out, not to lose weight, but whatever feels good to me. So I would just do stretches, I would do like random programs, I would go biking. I just moved my body because that's what makes me feel good, but not because I was trying to lose weight. Like, I took losing weight off the table. It's just for my health, because thank the Lord I can move my body and I'm able to. So that's how I started looking at my workouts. Number 3, my nutrition. I didn't track anything. I didn't weigh anything. I just ate good, nutritious food, kind of like intuitive eating, whatever felt good, whatever felt right. Plus, if I just wanted to have some chips and salsa, I would have it. Like, I just took everything off. I didn't go crazy. I didn't take it as an opportunity to eat a bunch of junk. I just said, I'm just gonna eat what I want. Eat what I want. But what I want is good. I love cooking, like yummy, healthy salads, and that is what I want. So I just was like, I'm gonna cook what I want and not worry about weighing things or anything like that. And I did, and I enjoyed the food. Next was I had to practice gratitude. So rather than focusing oh, look at my legs, look at my cellulite, I would just be like, wow, I have legs. I can move my body. Like, there are people in a wheelchair. My dad's handicapped. I can move my body. My dad's in a wheelchair. Like, I just would think oh my gosh, I have a nose, I have lips. Like, I am so grateful. And I would just practice that daily gratitude for my body. I would also focus on all the things outside of the physical that made me me and that made me just happy to be me. And I would just really focus on that and just feel really good about that. Like, my kind heart, my ability to forgive, how, all the things that mattered that weren't weight loss related or diet related or nutrition or anything. And that felt really good. And I would practice it and practice it. Then lastly, I'm looking at my notes. Oh, I did not allow negative thoughts to dwell in my space. If I were to start thinking a negative thought would come in, and I just would maybe see a picture and not feel good, I'd be like, that's okay, it was a bad angle. I wouldn't allow those bad thoughts to stay in my mind. So I would just push them out. It took me, I'm not gonna lie, 6 months, but I ended 2019 a new woman, because by the start of this year, I felt so good. And guys, guess what? I can weigh myself every day and it does not affect me. The scale goes up, the scale goes down. I haven't lost weight, I haven't gained weight, or I will gain and lose. It doesn't affect me, because guess what? My mindset is right. I understand that the scale doesn't dictate my happiness or my worth or who I am. So I can totally weigh myself today, every single day, and it does nothing to me, because I'm in a much better state. Now I'm in a state where, okay, I still want to see changes in my body, and I can't just expect to do nothing and see changes. But now I'm in a good place where I'm excited to track my food, to know what I'm eating, making sure I'm getting the right nutrition and the right food, and just being more intentional about it. And my body's starting to see changes. I committed to a new program, but I'm doing it with just such a better mindset that whatever happens, happens. So anyways, girls, I really wanted to share this with you, because maybe you're in that funk right now where you just feel disgusted, you're not happy, you've gained weight. Listen, I have not lost. I literally lost and gained the same 5 pounds. I feel like I just cannot lose weight anymore. But here's the thing, I don't want to believe that. I know plenty of women. Of course, the thought goes through my mind, well, you're over 40 now. I'm 41. I'm like, maybe things slowed down. But I refuse to believe that. But regardless, what I have been working on is that I am doing this for me, for my health, and not for anything else. And that's what feels the best. So girls, if you are in a self-hating mode, you can totally get out of it. Practice the 5 tips that I shared with you. And if you need any help, any tips, please reach out to me. I love connecting with you girls. So if you just want to message me, you totally can. Just DM me on Instagram at notfatskinny. I hope this helps you guys. And I'm so grateful that I could just share this piece of me, this joy that's in my heart, because trust me, last year it was not pretty. All right, guys, I'll see you. Bye-bye.